Hi Sag, welcome to my channel Mesalina Tarot, and well, this is your video for the month of April. Let's see what's in store for you for this month in regards to love and career. So let's begin with the single Sag. Single Sag, what do you get this month of April in love? A single Sag, how will that be for you? How will that be for you for the month of April? Single Sag for the month of April, how will that be? Factor positive or negative for single Sag for this month, and advice card for you guys. Advice card. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles, Justice, Eight of Cups, King of Wands, and the Moon. I'm going to pull one more because I'm kind of doubting about something. Single Sag for the month of April. Okay, so what I see here is that this month maybe you're more focused on work or little things or little practicalities. Yeah, and how to say this? Maybe also you might be working alongside with other people in regards to love, maybe getting some coaching or speaking to other people who could actually be a good influence or a positive influence for you. From there onwards, I think you're going to evaluate how useful this help has been, and I think that by the end of the month you kind of lose a little bit of motivation of working with these people, and I think you're gonna try to do things on your own and your own way. Yeah, okay. The factor that plays for, I think, is the King of Wands, so I think you're determined to do things, and maybe the point is that you might be too determined to do things your own way as well. That's also what I get. Yeah, so maybe you get good advice from people, but then you end up doing things your own way, which I'm not saying is good or wrong. I mean, good or bad, right or wrong, but this is what the cards are displaying. Okay, the advice card for you is the Moon. So I think that even though you're having a very practical approach in regards to love, I think there's also this need to deepen into emotions, and this is something you shouldn't skip, dear Sag. So yeah, I think you have to dig a little bit more into what your fantasies are, what your past has been so far, things that couldn't have been sorted so far, and so on. Okay, it's not only about action or doing things or doing this and that and the other, but also looking inside yourself. Okay, being said that, I should remind you that I'm offering a free reading, and it is a raffle. And if you guess my month of birth, you can write it down below in the comment section, and I will reach out to you guys to give you the free reading. Okay, now let's move on to Sag, who is looking forward to coming back with an ex. Okay, so Sag that would like to come back with an ex during the month of April, how will that be? Sag who would like to come back with an ex. Sag who will come back with an ex during the month of April. Sag who would like to come back with an ex during the month of April, how will that be? What's the positive negative factor about coming back? And lastly, the advice card for you guys in regards to coming back with an ex. Advice. Okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles, Temperance, and Ten of Pentacles, and lastly the Emperor. Okay, so Okay, yeah, I think it's possible to come back with your ex, or at least to, let's say, put the effort, the energy necessary for this to work out. And I think the approach you're going to choose is going to be very soft and gentle, which is fine. And I think that can make things easy for you. The factor that plays for or against, well, that will be something very personal, I have to say, because maybe in some cases, um, you will feel like at home coming back with your ex, or maybe in some other cases, remember this is a general reading, maybe one of you doesn't fit quite well in the family or group of people of the other person. But again, you have to bring this to your own, well, to what you know about yourself, because this is a general reading. Okay, the advice card here is the Emperor. So I think that if you want to come back with your ex, you have to give shape to the relationship and just do not let things slide from your fingers. Far away from that, you have to show some determination about how you want to run this relationship, and if you're together and with no third parties or what, something like this, something along these lines. Okay, so now let's move on to Sag, who is in a relationship. Sag, who is in a relationship. Let's see what's in store for them for the month of April. Sag, who is in a relationship. Sag, who is in a relationship for the month of April. Sag in a relationship for the month of April. What's the factor that plays for or against? What's the factor that plays for or against? And what's the advice card for you? Advice card for you. Okay, so relationship of Sag. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and Devil. Ooh. Queen of Wands and the Fool. I'm going to pull one more because I'm curious about something. Sag and the relationship during the month of April. Well, not any better. Okay, so what I see here is that maybe you're working on something, putting energy, time, and your focus on some activity, and I think you expect some kind of return or some kind of benefit out of this. The thing is that there could be some issues coming on your way after you have invested time and energy, and maybe things are not really working the way you expected. And actually, yeah, there could be some discussion or some kind of conflict or some kind of raw at the end of the month. Okay, the factor that plays for or against is the Queen of Wands. So on one side, I think it's good to show determination about what you want, but at the same time, somehow this is a warning about not to impose yourself or become too aggressive if things don't work out your way. Something like this, yeah. And actually, the advice card is the Fool. The Fool tells us about leaving aside something that is not working that well, maybe these expectations we have put before. If things don't turn out the way we wanted, then it's time to walk away and do not invest so much time and energy, and do not overthink or make any pressure upon this. Okay, this is what the reading is telling me mainly. Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to career for Sag for the month of April. Okay. So, career for Sag for the month of April. Career for March for the month of, career for Sag for the month of April. Sag, career, month of April. Sag, career, month of April. Sag, career, month of April. Factor that plays for or against. Factor that plays for or against. And lastly, the advice card. Advice card. Okay, let's unveil what's going on for you. All right, overall, it's a very good month. Yep. Okay, so we got the Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. It couldn't be any better. And Nine of Pentacles, and the Strength. So I think this is a month of happiness or fulfillment, of really feeling at work like at home, so to speak. And yeah, maybe getting noticing that things work out correctly around yourself and around your work. And there could be some economic changes coming in your way. I'm not sure if this could be a bonus or something like this, or yeah. And anyway, I think you're going to feel like you've got everything under control, that everything is well, stable, and that's fine. Okay, the positive thing is the Nine of Pentacles. You feel like everything is working the way it should work, and that makes you feel confident about yourself and about your professional life. The advice card here is the Strength. So I think it's just a matter of not allowing this success to take over all over the place, or to think that you're the best just because things are working now, let's say, smoothly or in your favor, right? It's just a warning of, making sure that you are always giving the right answer in the right moment, and managing correctly your instincts and your guts. Okay, so I think that's been it for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was useful to you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and hit the bell button to get notifications from YouTube, okay? I wish you a good month, and I will see you on the next video for the month of May. Bye!